What if Austria won the Austro-Prussian War? First, some context. After the joint invasion of Schleswig-Holstein region from Denmark by Austria and Prussia, border disputes soon caused the two nations to war. The war would begin with most states siding with Austria due to the small states worried about annexation from Prussia. The Prussian and Austrian were about the same strength, but due to the superior Prussian general staff that made Prussia have the advantage. The Prussians at first will go for the offensive in Saxony, Hanover and southern German states including Austrian Bohemia. In this timeline, Bismarck will be assassinated by Ferdinand Cohen, which massively lowers moral and German unity. Anyways, the Prussians continue the advance greedily into Austrian territory. Italy joins the war on the Prussian side. The Battle of Brno proves to be the most decisive battle as it decides the fate of each Austria and Prussia. The battle turns out to be an Austrian success after the Austrian encircled the main Prussian army, crippling the Prussian army. The Austrian pushed the Prussian back up to Silesia and pushed Prussia out of the Saxon capital. The Austrian push in Gluis and push to Berlin as the Prussian army is destroyed after the Battle of Brno. Austria pushes in Italy. Austria pushes to Silesia and the Battle of Berlin begins. Continues Austrian push to Italy. The Battle of Berlin becomes the bloodiest battle in the war, but at last the Austrian pull a decisive victory over the Prussians, forcing the Prussians and Italians to sue for peace. Austria will properly annex Silesia and expand Saxony while also giving some land to France to strengthen relations. As in the south, Austria will probably annex Lombardia from Italy, massively weakening the Italians. Post-war, the Austrian will be the biggest victors as there is no Austro-Hungarian monarchy, simply staying the Austrian Empire. The French in this timeline never overthrow the monarchy due to no Franco-Prussian War, and Napoleon III is seen as a hero for expanding France with little bloodshed. Spain in this timeline doesn't pick a Hohenzollern king due to the Prussian defeat. The Austrian will try to create a German federation with most southern German states picking Austria due to the shared Catholic faith and most northern states picking Prussia due to the shared Protestant faith. Skipping ahead to the Berlin Conference, due to no Austro-Hungarian monarchy being established, the Austrians will be able to gain some colonies due to no Hungarian opposition. The Berlin Conference will have the same borders, with Prussia getting less land and Austria gaining more land. Post-war, Prussia would be unstable, and Italy, both will be strong allies against the Austrians. As for the Austrians, their ally would be France due to them both having ambitions on Italian and German territory, as France wants the western part of the Rhine and some Italian territories, and Austria would like to control all Germany and Italy. Skipping to the 1900s will be the start of World War I. The reasoning will be uncertain, but we could make it go as it did with the assassination of Franz Ferdinand. The war would begin with the teams being the Austro-French alliance and the Prusso-Russo-Anglo alliance. It is obvious that the French and Austrian have the disadvantage, as the Russian behemoth, the British giant, and the advanced Prussians would, in my opinion, score a comfortable victory, as the minors of Romania, Italy and Serbia would help the alliance with the bigger front line. First, the Russians would advance in Galicia as the Prussian would hold the front against the Austrians and French while the British reinforcements arrive. When the British reinforcements arrive, the Prussians would push into Austria and France while the Russians continue their offensive. Austrian revolts will start to cripple the Austrian Empire as the Czechs and Hungarians and Croats start to revolt, as Austria is forced to retreat a bit from Bosnia due to high resistance. As the siege of Paris begins. With the fall of Paris and Austria in disarray, the Franco-Austrian alliance collapses and both sue for peace. The division of Austria-Hungary is by far the most controversial piece, as Russia annexes Galicia and Carpatho-Ruthenia and Yugoslavia is formed. While for Romania, it is angered that it didn't get all of Transylvania, as Russia wants a strong united Eastern Europe, and Italy takes its claimed land from Austria, while from the remainder of the Austrian Empire there is the United Kingdom of Austro-Bavaria. While Prussia take the rest of the southern German states and Silesia. As for the French, their colonies are divided by Prussia and the British. While the same time losing Luxembourg, Saarland and Lorraine is taken from the French by Prussia. While Italy complete their unification by taking their claimed land from France. This is the world of the BRUDERKREIG, the world we know and love.